Hey guys, here. So today we got the Guardians, the GG Gridiron Guardians revealed. And what do we think? Well, the things I think are a little too dangerous for the internet, so we're not gonna give our thoughts right off the bat. Wait a little bit. We'll give it on these specific things. We got Creed thoughts coming. But here is, Fredzilla, shout out to him for sending me these images. Solos, missions. You will get a free it says mission goals to complete an NCAT 90 overall GG. So you get 2 free 90 overalls. You also get one through solos. But Kralo did say he didn't know if this was actually going to be NCAT. But he said you will get an auctionable tradable Guardian for the objective lists. So it does say NCAT 90 overall, but he said auctionable. The one from the solos is NCAT. The one from, he said, the missions, objective lists, are auctionable tradable. Unless he misspoke. But anyways, here are some of the missions to go through. They don't really break them down too much. We're also getting a strategy item that he said is only going to be available in the program until 10/14. 10/14 is the end of the program, which makes sense. It's probably like the start of most feared about that 10/14 date, as that leads us into the next one. So a couple weeks with the GGs. Okay. Here's the big sets from Stammer. So it was an interesting thing. He pointed out the Packers and the Rams logos. It could be A-Rod or Devontae, Donald, or Ramsey for the Packers and Rams. But what's weird is, like, when you look at this one, this totally looks like Packers pants. So, like, kind of looks like maybe a Devontae Adams card right here for one of the, big 92 overalls. They said it is. I'm like 85%. It's going to be Devontae for one of these sets. So Christian McCaffrey, we'll go through the stats of the card right here. Here's his 92. Little slow, but that strategy card that I pointed out earlier, it gives +1s to every single attribute. So if you got like a champion edition Christian McCaffrey, you do have +1s to all these stats. So these stats on the cards are not anything to like write home about. They aren't incredible. CMC right here. There's also like Panini art, they said. So they are working with Panini. Hopefully in the future they can start calling these things cards and actually make them into cards and use like real life cards in the game, as I think, I just hate those borders and a lot of what EA has here. So this 92 overall Fred Warner is slow. And a linebacker. That's awful. There's DTs faster than him in the game right now. Horrible. Jamal Adams doesn't look terrible. Again, like I said, for at least 14 days, he'll get +1. So he'll have 90 speed. If you do the Seahawks or Jets theme team, which is, Jets starting to look better, Seahawks look a little better. But overall, power him up, go ahead. You don't even need to power him up with your DB strat card to get in a 90 zone. So Adams looks very cromulent right now, as long as you got the strategy card for him. Travis White at cornerback. I don't like it. I need more speed here, man. I know this is going to be like 88 stock or whatever it is, but it ain't great. It ain't great at all. Gilmore, same thing, same problem. They made all these players too slow, and you just can't really add them to your squad. Gesicki, same thing, 90 overall, basically useless. The only ones that are any good, I think Evans looks okay if you like really want height for your theme team. You can add the extra +1 or +2 speed onto him. It'll be a little bit better at that point, but speed is so important in this game. As much I think it's more than height, right? I was hoping height would matter a little bit, like the physical attributes of cards, but I still think it's speed. Height definitely matters, but I still think 22, I'm decided it's speed. It's speed, especially with the ability to, because you can just run past DBs if they press you this year. Cooper is slow too. Nearing unusable for a lot of these cards. Right, 87 speed on Kamara. He got robbed. Buckner, 70 speed, but we see D tackles with higher block shed. Finesse move, a finesse move DT is pretty interesting, but again, low speed. We're getting DT, like the last promo DTs were in the mid 80s, right? And look at, he ain't got no thickness. Look at this. We need this rounded, right? We need it rounded, not cut in on our thickness for mutt. All right, Griffin here got legitimate speed, got legitimate zone once you can power him up. Or you didn't even need to power him up with the +1s, But yeah, I think Griffin looks like a really nice 86 for Jacksonville, Seattle theme teams, that kind of stuff. You cannot play man with him, but probably wouldn't be a bad free safety too right there for you. So you don't, I don't know. I would never play. I don't play press man as it is. Actually, I will mix it in once in a while, especially near the goal line. So yeah, maybe better as a safety with those attributes. Pat Pete, brutal. I mean, I run zone, so this is basically an unusable card for me. Some people that maybe run man, but you can't run press man. They really destroyed Patrick Peterson this year. We have Joe Mixon. Fine, I guess. More of a depth piece to your theme team to get you to 25 or 50 pieces. Check out my theme team ranking videos for 25 out of 50 for these pieces to help you kind of get to those thresholds. Landry's bad too. Grady Jarrett. I mean, fine. Maybe a DT2 or DT3 depending on your scheme right there. But definitely don't want that to start on your field too much. Offensive linemen don't really matter. I don't love his pass block, finesse, pass block power as it is because you'll be giving up sheds. But, like, I don't know. Sheds just are so random that I really can't tell if pass block makes that big of a difference. Like the 10 difference pass block that you can potentially get between him and the card, the heavyweight release yesterday that had 90. But it's just so small, right? That... How much is it going to help you? How much, like, if you could come out and say every 1 point of power move over a pass block power averages out like 0.01 second quicker shed, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? I'm okay. It makes sense to me. But I don't know. They don't say that. We don't know. It's just random numbers. It could shed or couldn't. I've seen guys with 82 offensive lines and block as well as I did. The Steelers got ourselves a kicker, but he's not nearly as good as the Raiders kicker, which actually makes sense. I mean, Boswell's been pretty solid, right? Boswell's been pretty consistent through his career. One of the better kickers in the NFL. That's why he stayed along so well right up there with the Crosbys of the world. Tucker's got more leg power. But overall, he's been a pretty consistent force in Pittsburgh for a little while. So kind of killed on the kick power, though. Really is not good. When the guy came out yesterday at 93 kick power, so I don't know if it's worth it just for the chemistry. And then here are the low end. So we did get another fullback, basically good in the backup fullback spot, 82 overall. None of these cards really giving competing. Maybe Ruggs is super fast because he's super fast IRL. Same with Bollywood Brown. He's not a Hollywood Brown anymore. He's made too many bad plays. He's now like an offshoot of it. All right, so. Gridiron Guardians, W or L? I'm going to go ahead and say it's WL. It's like Weekend League. It's good and it's bad, right? It's cool that we're getting a whole lot of new cards and stuff. We also got a limited today in Robert Woods right here. Robert Woods, 90 speed with the deep route running. He's very good for your theme teams, of course. It's going to be expensive, though. Yeah, so anyways, that's kind of it, right? That's kind of it, dude. I think, like, looking back at the master sets right here, it makes sense that it would be somebody like, here, let me bring it up again. I think it's Adams, and then do you think Donald or Ramsey? I mean, they just got limited today at the wide receiver core, but EA doesn't. I don't know if they really look at that stuff. Donald or Ramsey? I don't know. I got a few Donalds, but the thing is, the power up is included in these things, so it's probably best to offload your power ups now if you've been investing in Donald or Ramsey's. I would assume if it is Donald, it goes down. If it's not Donald and he gets like a limited down the road, power could go up. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But overall, like, I don't mind it, right? An auctionable 90 that you can use in sets if you want. An NCAT. I just hate the C part of the NCAT. For solos should absolutely award collectible cards to help build these 92 overalls. In my opinion, it's just one of them. How much will that destroy the market? How much will that destroy the market when you need 3 of them to build a 92 overall? But you do get 3 back, and I think that might be an interesting set to do. So NCATs will quick sell at about a quarter value. So we don't know what 92 quick sell value is right now, to my knowledge. There's no other 92s outside of limiteds. So we'll say 92 is, so we're at 2,000. Would a 92 be like 10,000 training? So if you you put in 15,000 worth of training, you could potentially make back pretty similar amounts of training by doing the set and getting a pretty cheap overall 92 Gridiron Guardian. If you sell it, I think early on this will be profitable. Does that track? Did that make sense? So like, do the 92, sell the 92, collect your 90s for very cheap. And you know what? You can improve your roster pretty good. But like, here's the thing. The cards aren't insane. They're good, but they're not insane. So that might be profitable, especially early on when people are going to be paying out the nodes for 92. Otherwise, we'll be on Twitch the whole day, and we'll try and break it down. They didn't really show many rolls. They showed like some, I think they showed packs. But that's kind of that for Gridiron Guardians. We'll test it tomorrow. So the cards themselves, it looks like a couple decent ones, but overall, we'll see the stats on the cards not revealed tonight on Twitter. But until that time, I'll see you later. Take it easy. Let me know, out of 10, what do you rank the Gridiron Guardians? Otherwise, please like, subscribe to the channel for more MUT stuff. Until we meet again.